UFC 302 press conference between the hillbilly and the inbred just took place, and I'm going to go through all of the key moments of this press conference, including when they asked Islam Makhachev about his staph infection. He gave a pretty vague answer, so we're going to talk about all of this in this video. Let's start straight away with one of the things that was a constant theme throughout this press conference. Makhachev was booed a shit ton. From the second he showed up, and the second the question was answered, every question directed at him, the reporter was booed. There's heavy support for Poirier in this one, and I don't know if that'll put it'll change the dynamic in any way between Makhachev's mentality or not, but it's definitely something to consider, because Makhachev did seem a little bit rattled with the Australian crowd, if you'll remember that. It was also funny when Dustin was throwing out like these one-liners that are supposed to sound cool and all that, and Makhachev doesn't understand what he means by those one-liners, which most people don't understand, I would presume. And then Makhachev at one point in the press conference just went, why are you nervous, Dustin? Why are you looking so nervous, brother? And every time Makhachev speaks, Poirier just looks pissed off, like he's like, how dare this guy speak? And then he just kept looking at Anik, and he's like, what did the guy say? I can't hear what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. And he just looks mad when he gets to hear the answer and stuff like that. Makhachev was also asked about the staph infection that everyone's been talking about for the past day and a half now. And yeah, he said he's at a good camp and he's nothing is bothering him, and and that he's ready for the fight and stuff like that. But he didn't really address the staph infection directly, which from the last fight of Poirier against BSD, we did see that it took a big hit on BSD's cardio. So, and it's quite clearly a staph infection, man. Either that or it's a really nasty bite or a sting or something from some kind of insect, but it's like a perfect circle, so it can't be like a bruise or an injury or something. But man, it's crazy. How's Dustin getting this kind of an opponent 2 times in a row now? Like, it's like all the stars are aligning. You know, 3rd time's the charm and shit like that. Like, it's he got the Costa curse. But yeah, anyways, there was nothing much in this press conference, so like let's just move to Strickland and Costa. Yeah, so there's some pretty gay one-liners by these two guys. Like, Strickland did say he's gonna beat Costa's dick into the dirt, whatever that means, but he did clarify by saying he's not gonna fuck him like Izzy did. So good to know, Strickland, good to know. Strickland did say it's fun when you get in there with the intention of shortening someone's life, which is insane. And Costa was just blabbering on something, I don't know what he was on, but he kept repeating the same line for like 30 seconds straight. And Makhachev had said, finally Russian tried to speak English, respect, brother. You know, he was giving an indication to Oliveira. Yeah, then Costa had said something like, we're not just here for the Americans, we're here for the Mexicans as well. Then Strickland just goes, now we're building the wall, we're waiting for that wall to go up, which is mad. You only in UFC press conference can you like hear people saying shit like this, man. It's insane. Speaking of that, Trump is in some deep shit, isn't he? Like, he's in some serious trouble apparently. Like, that stuff is going on live right now, so I might check that out after this video. But that's sad. America is doomed for real. It's going downhill. It's steep. Sean also said he wants to make that face of Costa a little ugly, whatever generic stuff, I guess, I don't know. Poirier also said something that really pissed Makhachev off. I have no clue what it was, but Makhachev was going in like he was like faking a slap and stuff like that. I don't know what exactly Poirier said, but he might have said something like, he might have called him an inbred cliff dweller, he might have said something along those lines, who knows, he might have called his wife a goat, he might have called his wife a towel, who knows what extent he went to, but Makhachev wasn't having any of that. He was like, he threatened to slap Poirier. But then like 10 seconds later, they were both saying, I have respect for you, I have respect for you too, stuff like that. But like Islam was saying, you don't say stuff like that, brother, you don't say stuff like that. And you know, but they squashed it at the end. I think they shook hands. It's all good. But yeah, that was a little heated moment. Best part of the press conference, the most intense part. And let's see if that plays a factor in this fight. But yeah, man, Dustin's going against Islam in this one, and fighting Islam is like fighting 2 people at a time. He's that good. I mean, if you're training since you're a child in the mountains, like all day, every day, then that's just what's gonna happen. He's just an insane fighter, and Islam is almost gonna win this fight in every way possible. But Wade Concept is absolutely retarded for picking Poirier, and I'm gonna pick Poirier too, because I think that's the stable bet to make. And if you're putting money, only put it on Poirier, because you're not going to make shit out of Makhachev, and it's too risky. I think Poirier has a good chance in this, and he's going to go for it. I don't think he's going to wait for Makhachev to get into the clinch and stuff like that. I think he's going to be desperate from the start. However, Makhachev might be a little desperate too, considering that whole staph infection thing, considering his cardio might be compromised, which will make the fight interesting. This is going to be an early finish. I think it's going to end in the first 2 rounds. But when it comes to Costa and Strickland, I don't know, man. This is a very... It's like a 50-50 fight. Strickland is the most skilled guy. I think he's going to be more technical in there, but Costa, I think he has more power in his shots. His kicks are very good, especially against Strickland's style. And I think he's going to land a few kicks, and I think one might just get through Chad Strickland clean. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Poirier and Costa in this one. 2 fluky wins, I get it, but yeah, I just see it happening for some reason. But yeah, that's it. I made another 4 or 5 videos on this topic now, and yeah, this is it, I guess. So we'll see what's next. Can't wait for this one, man. But Strickland gonna beat Costa's dick into the dirt? Like, that's mad. That's crazy to say. But anyways, peace, guys.